Alright, let's dive into this because it's one of those moments that just stops you in your tracks. Imagine you're watching a high-stakes NRL game, and suddenly, everything goes silent. Not because the crowd is holding its breath, but because a star player, is lying motionless on the field. That's exactly what happened to Harris-Tavita of the New Zealand Warriors in their match against the Canberra Raiders. Personally, I think moments like these force us to confront the raw, unforgiving side of sports. It's not just about the glory or the highlights, it's about the risks these athletes take every time they step onto the field. What makes this really interesting is the context leading up to it. The Warriors were already dealing with injury carnage before the game even started. Kurt Capewell, a veteran forward, tore his calf during warm-ups. If you take a step back and think about it, this team was already on the back foot. But then, just 10 minutes into the game, Harris-Tavita gets steamrolled by Noah Martin. The tackle was brutal, head crunched, instant knockout. From my perspective, this isn't just a bad break for the Warriors, it's a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong in contact sports. One thing that immediately stands out is the commentary from the likes of Michael Ennis and Jake Duke. They didn't hold back, catastrophic start, very concerning. And honestly, they're right. When a player goes down like that, it's not just about the game anymore. It's about their health, their career, their life. What many people don't realize is how these moments can ripple through a team's psyche. The Warriors were already undermanned, and now they're watching one of their key players get carted off the field. That's got to weigh on them. But here's where it gets fascinating. Despite all this, the Warriors didn't just hold their ground, they dominated. They turned a 6-6 halftime score into a 40-6 victory. In my opinion, this speaks volumes about their resilience. It's easy to crumble under pressure, especially when injuries are piling up. But this team dug deep, and players like Dolan Watson-Zelezniak stepped up big time. What this really suggests is that adversity can sometimes bring out the best in a team, even when the odds are stacked against them. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Warriors are 2-0 to start the season, which is impressive, but they've done it without some of their key players. Mitch Barnett and Luke Metcalf are set to return later in the season, and honestly, that's got to be exciting for their fans. But it also raises a deeper question: how sustainable is this kind of performance? Can they keep this momentum going once they're back to full strength? Personally, I think it'll be a challenge, but if there's one thing this team has shown, it's that they're capable of overcoming adversity. A detail I find fascinating is how the Raiders' forward pack, which is usually feared across the league, was completely overpowered in the second half. The Warriors scored try after try, and it felt like the Raiders just had no answer. This isn't just a win, it's a statement. It's the Warriors saying, "We're here, and we're not backing down." If you ask me, this is the kind of game that can define a season. It's not just about the points on the board, it's about the message it sends to the rest of the league. So, what's the takeaway here? For me, it's about the duality of sports. On one hand, you've got the brutal, unforgiving nature of the game, players getting injured, careers potentially on the line. But on the other hand, you've got moments of incredible resilience, teamwork, and triumph. The Warriors' performance against the Raiders is a perfect example of that. They faced adversity head-on and came out on top. It's a reminder that in sports, as in life, how you respond to challenges often defines you more than the challenges themselves. As we wrap this up, I'm left with one big question: can the Warriors keep this up? They've got the talent, they've got the heart, but the season is long, and injuries are a part of the game. Personally, I'm rooting for them. There's something special about a team that can turn a catastrophic start into a dominant victory. So, what do you think? Are the Warriors the real deal this season, or is this just a fleeting moment of brilliance? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Until next time, stay curious and keep the conversation going.